Mic test, mic test. 1, 2, 3. Van Halen. Van Halen. What can I say about Edward Van Halen? Not enough. Probably not enough. Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen. What can I say about Eddie Van Halen? So Eddie's the one who got me to pick up this thing. Not just this thing, but all the other guitars in the room. The Hondo, my first electric guitar. But when I was growing up, it was all Van Halen all the time. What was it? Probably 12, 13 years old when I first got a guitar. Yeah, I guess 7th grade, around there. It's probably gonna be a lot of cuts in this, a lot of edits, just because I'm drawing a blank. As soon as I heard Van Halen, I was hooked. That was it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. I can't be Superman, I can't be Spider-Man, so my childhood dream is over. But Eddie was real. Van Halen was real. And I could do that. So that was it right there, just hooked. Eddie Van Halen was my guy. While everybody else, a lot of other people, partying in high school. Everyone was out Friday nights, Saturday nights, doing whatever. Where was I? In my room. Friday night, jamming with Van Halen. Saturday night, jamming with Van Halen. Sunday night, jamming with Van Halen. Every night of the week. That's what I did. So is it a big loss? Yeah, it's a huge loss. I didn't know him. You know what I mean? So when my wife Keena told me that he had died, I was almost relieved, because it wasn't someone we knew. She just said we had bad news, and immediately thought of somebody. But I'm glad it wasn't them. And then as the night went on, it started to set in, and that Eddie was gone. I feel for Wolfgang. Now it's got to be tough for Wolfgang. So I send my condolences to him and his family. But for the rest of us, it's definitely a shocker, a big loss. And I did get to thinking a few years ago about probably about 20, 30 years from now, all these guys are going to be gone. Clapton, Jimmy Page, the rest of them. They're all going to be gone. And so what's important about being a musician is that, they kind of live on through us, Anybody can play their material. Anybody can put CDs on, or MP3s, or I don't know, Waves, or Spotify's, or whatever the fuck you call it now. But musicians, they carry the torch, and they keep the songs being played live, which I think is important. I thought about how classical music is, it's still played today, not by the people who wrote it. It's basically cover bands, I think that will probably be the future of rock and roll. Is you'll always have somebody, some kind of live outfit playing this music, when the bands are gone, the bands of the past are completely gone. And you know, that might seem gimmicky, like the official Van Halen, you know, tribute band kind of thing. But it keeps the music going, you know. And guitar players, you know, we can help carry the torch, you know, keep things going, keep innovating. But I mean, I could sit here for 5 hours talking about Eddie Van Halen. Like I said, he was my guy, my main man growing up, always an influence. And I put together a couple of little backing tracks. I didn't play any actual Van Halen because video is probably gonna get flagged. But put together like an old school Van Halen track, and one that's more like the Sammy, you know, Balance era Van Halen. I love all Van Halen, the Roth stuff, the Sammy stuff. Gary stuff was okay. The tour was great. Gary was solid. The album, you know, I think it got a little bit too much hate, but you know, I'm always going to be a Van Halen fan, and it sucks that he's gone, but you know, we're all going to be gone one day, so you know, I accept it. But yeah, I put together a couple backing tracks just to I guess let out some Van Halen mojo and put it out there into the universe, and maybe all of us guitar players can give him a sonic send-off of sorts. But yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say. He was definitely, if you hear me play I've taken some of his DNA, you know, things that I learned when I was 16 years old. Some of that's still inside me, and it comes out. And sometimes I don't even know it. A lot of the licks I know. I mean, there was other guitar players like Randy Rhoads and Betancourt and Brian May. You know, they were big influences on me. Joe Perry. But Eddie was like the foundation of everything. It was like, that's how I learned how to play the guitar. It's like, I'm just going to listen to that guy, see what he does, and just do that. I learned a lot of stuff after that. So that was like my starting point. That's where I was going to start. Can I play the licks, perfect? No. I mean, hardly anybody can. But it was more about getting that feel, understanding the style, and achieving the vibe of what he did. There was a ferocity to his playing, that an aggressive nature to it that a lot of other guitar players just didn't have, even the ones that tried to copy him. All the shredders of the 80s, they had lightning fast licks and could do crazy scales for days and all kinds of stuff I can't do. But they didn't have that Van Halen mojo. They didn't have that. He just had a swing to him. Yeah, I think that's what it really is. The Van Halen swing is really hard to master or even attempt at all. I'm the one. That intro, like just that riff, I attempt to play it every once in a while. Watch, it's my shitty attempt right now. Shit. You gotta get that pedal note going. But it's hard. It's hard to play. Some days I have it, my right hand moves a little faster. But it's a swing that's really tough to get. And there's a few players I've seen online, that Jacob Derrips, he's got it. I mean, now that Eddie's gone, I mean, he's probably the closest thing to that sound. He's the real deal. Great guitar player in his own right, but he's got the Eddie stuff down. He's got the swing, he's got the feel, the sound, everything. So shout out to Jacob Derrips out in up in Canada, Josh Gallagher over in is it Australia? What's up, dudes? Guys rock. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say really. I wanted to go live last night, but I didn't have time to do that, and I can't really go live now because in my underground guitar lair, I have no Wi-Fi. I barely have a cell phone signal here. So I'm recording this. So I'm talking to nobody. So that's why I'm partially drawing a blank. Van Halen. Yeah, I guess all we can do is carry the torch from this point on, you know, from here on out. Shit year, huh? Shit year. What did Neil Peart, not sure how to say it, in January. Chadwick Boseman, not too long ago. And now Eddie. So that sucks. Didn't think 2020 could get any worse. So yeah, the two backing tracks I put together. One is in the early Van Halen style. Just gonna play a couple snippets of that because it just kind of showcases the ferocity of his early playing, and I shredded my fingers pretty good doing it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that on camera, probably not. No, but yeah, they're pretty tender right now, so I had to stop playing. So this, yeah, the first one is the early Van Halen stuff. The second one is around the later Sammy days, like around the Balance era. Myself and friends of mine, we've always been kind of infatuated with that sound he got on that album. Stereo, chorusy, detune effect, whatever it is. It's kind of a mystery. But yeah, the second track is just kind of a Van Halen ripoff little tune I put together just to get the feel and the sounds. But I'll have those at the end of the video. I'll probably do a more in-depth Van Halen techniques, things I've picked up over the years. Like I don't really know 100% what he did, but I can just show you what I picked up from it. I have one of those videos planned. I spend most of my afternoon composing those two tracks and getting, I guess, as close a sound as I could with what I got. So I'm gonna keep this fairly brief, and yeah, I guess there's not much more I can say. I've always been a Van Halen fan, always will be. Yeah, this is my tribute and send off to the legend, the man, Edward Van Halen, born 1955, died 2020. So I hope you enjoyed the little tribute I put together. Let's just, keep carrying the torch. Rest in peace, Eddie. Thanks for everything. Yeah. Don't stop rocking. Okay, dudes. Well, until next time, I'm the Guitar Hack Dude. You're not. See ya.